Hi everyone. Hi, good evening. Alright, today's video is my first week of the Build Your Stash collaboration I'm doing. That was hosted by Mandie from Mandie's Place. I'll be putting the links down of all the participants in the description box. And so please do go and check them out. Subscribe to them if you haven't. If you're new visitor to my website, please do subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it. And okay, for this week, what am I building? If you've seen here, I've actually made tons and tons of tassels, paper tassels, that I'm using as to build my stash. Alright, so I've actually made quite a lot. I recently got some of this tassel caps from AliExpress. If you like, actually I can add the link down below as well. These are actually plastic ones that are gold tone. You see that? And the paper that I'm using is actually, will probably be familiar to use the Havana collection, 6x6 paper stack. You see this one? Alright, so I'm using this paper. So I was just going to show you a quick way of how I actually make my tassels. And this is not the only tassels that I made. I'll show you how I actually package. So this is a sample that I made. I'm going to package all of them like this, using this back topper. I've decorated with a vellum bow that I made using my envelope punch board. I might make one of this the items that I'm using to build my stash. And so I've got tassels that I made in felt. I'll show you how I do that, as well as the paper ones. Now the paper ones, I made two kinds. Okay, there is this type where I actually folded the paper and before I cut them, and so it gives this kind of a flowery sorry, my tongue is tied. This is the first time I've done a collab video like this, so please excuse any kind of verbal diarrhea I get. So yeah, it's this kind of tassel. So I kind of like it because it gives me a really fluffy, I don't know, floral look. And then of course the normal regular tassels, which are just single layered. So this one you just need to fold it up. So how do I do this tassels? If you want, I can actually show in another video, because I don't think I am able to show it in this one. It will probably take too much time. So I just make tassels as usual. This is a 6x6 paper. I can actually make 3 tassels using one strip of, if I'm not wrong, this is 6 by 1.5 inches. Okay, 6 by 1.5 inches. Let me get my ruler. Yep, it's a 1.5 inches. So, and of course it's 6 inches long. Yeah, seems to be slightly short of 6 inches, but it's supposed to be a 6x6 paper pack. Alright, so yeah, basically what I do, I don't have any kind of a die that cuts out, you know, the fringe, or even a prinking shears and all that. So I just basically use my scissors and cut thin strips out of it. Now you have to be careful when you're using Tim Holtz scissors, because when it cups right at the end, it tends to tear the paper. So I tend to use my other scissors and just slice it up, because when you cut right at the end, it doesn't tear the paper, if you see over there. So if you're using a Tim Holtz shears or your scissors, yeah, just understand that's what's going to happen. So I usually leave about 1/4 inch at the top. Alright, then I'll just show you very quickly how I did mine. I don't use any hot glue. I just use my Tombow multi-purpose glue. I think you can use any strong adhesive. So let me just cut the fringe as I go along for about 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters is about, let me see, 2 inches. So this is a 6x6 paper, so I cut for about 2 inches and I'll be there. Yeah, so I'm halfway through. Alright, just want to show you how I make this, and I'll quickly give you an idea of how I made my back topper. It's actually very simple. I might add a little die cut work. I'm not sure yet. I haven't finished decorating it. I kind of like it like this right now. Right, I think that's it. So this is about 2 inches, and I'll just cut that. And just using my Tombow, let me get one of the big tassels. Just using my Tombow glue. Alright, let me see, which side do I want? I think I want the green. So I'm going to apply glue on this side. Okay. Sorry if you see my head, I need to move it over to see where I'm applying glue. I'm a bit long-sighted. Right, and then basically, too close. Yeah. So basically, I just fold this down really tight, and then I just roll it along as tight as I can. 2 inches makes about the right size for the particular tassel cap that I bought. I tried, you know, making it more thicker, but it couldn't go in. So this is just the right size. So just keep rolling it. Just make sure the top is really tight. You might get glue on your fingers, but you know, you can always clean it off later. Alright, then of course you can also fluff it out if you need to. Okay, so just make sure it's nice and tight and not opening up. Then what I do is I put in a bit of glue right into the cap. Just a bit, because if you put too much, it tends to overflow when you push the tassel in. So just put this in. It should fit snugly. Alright, this is a little bit on the loose side, but still okay. Because of the glue, it will stay. So, and there you have it, a simple paper tassel. Right, let me just quickly show you how I did the felt ones. Okay, so for the felt ones, I actually have pieces of felt that are 6x6. For example, like this. This is a 6x6 piece of felt that I ordered from Ali. Now, it's not a really good quality felt because the fibers really irritated my nose. So it's like slightly under 6, but it's okay. So basically what I cut is a 1.5 by 1.5 inch piece of square. Please hold on for a moment. Yeah, sorry, that was my mom. So yeah, a 1.5 by 1.5 inch square. Alright, and one piece of this can actually make 2 of those little mini tassels. This one. So I use the adhesive I use for this is the Glossy Accents, because glue doesn't tend to stick it that well. Glossy Accents is better. So basically I have got a pattern on one side. So what I do is I just fold it in half, and I use my Tim Holtz scissors because this is fine, it's fabric. So I just cut about 1/8 of an inch strips, leaving about 1/4 of an inch on the top. So one of this can actually make 2 pieces of those little tassels, and basically what I do is I cut it in half. Alright, then without applying any glue, I just tend to fold it in, just roll it again as tight as I can. I'm not worried about this because when you stick it in, it tends to loosen out, and so it just fills up all the space. So yeah, okay, I should have done something else first. Basically apply some glue which is my glossy accents, into the cap as well. Just one dollop like this. I think I put too much. Hopefully it doesn't spill. Alright, let me roll this again. Yeah, I wouldn't advise you buying the AliExpress felt. It's really irritating. I should have got those that are, you know, like hypoallergenic or something. Sorry about that. I got too close because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. Let me get something to poke this in. I can't find my pokey tool, so I'm just using this just to push it in a little bit more so that it's more secure. Then just leave it to dry. Okay, I think that's not going in. And we just push this right in. That's right. Okay. Yep. Okay, so just make sure it's right in, otherwise it will fall out. Okay, so that's how I made the tiny little felt tassels. You can use vinyl, I guess. I actually have some vinyl, but I haven't tried it yet. So vinyl, fabric. I haven't tried fabric either. So this is just my way of doing these little tassels. I think they're really cute. Yeah, because of the Havana paper, I decided to make these colors. This is a little bit on the darker side, but I think it's okay. Yeah, so this is my Build Your Stash project for week 1. So basically, yeah, this is how I packaged it. And I just put in a piece of paper in one of these resealable bags. I cut this out from one of the dies that I just got recently from AliExpress. I made this bowl with the envelope punch board. So I can't remember. I think this was following a tutorial by Love Scrap Bona. Yeah, so she had a tutorial on how to use the envelope punch board to make the double bowl. Yeah, and that is what I did. I actually have a stash of all this in my stash right now. So I'll probably one of the weeks I might be making one of this. I'm not too sure. So anyway, this is my project for today, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week for the next Build Your Stash project. Okay, bye bye.